Okay, so you guys want to talk about some Star Wars books?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I got one right here. Want to judge the cover? So, do you all remember Animorphers?
Yes.
I remember the covers. I never read the books.
I never read them either, but
I can't judge Animorphers. But these always reminded me of those. This was kind of the style. This is the first Jedi Apprentice book, The Rising Force, which is the only one written by Dave Wolverton.
That's actually a pretty cool cover.
It is.
Is that Qui-Gon and Yoda?
Yeah, Qui-Gon and Yoda.
One looks a little goofy because they tried to make him younger. They did the same thing in Jedi Quest, which we'll do in another episode.
No, I like that cover. It's really cool.
Yeah.
What era is this? Well, obviously, it's... Well, I mean, no, it's not obvious. What is this?
These are pre-episode 1.
Okay.
This
I guess that was obvious, wasn't it?
was written in June of '99 was when this was published.
June of...
Look at this. I kind of like it. Like, still, even just not because some of these are bad.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you have 18 books in the series.
Which number was that one?
That's number 1.
Number 1. Okay, I'm almost to that. I'm looking at the Central Reader's Companion.
Yeah,
it's written by Dave Wolverton, and the cover artist is Cliff Nielsen.
Okay.
Nice.
Scholastic Books.
Yes. Yeah. I really wish these had come out in hardcover.
Yeah. It would have been cool. It seems like all of these junior novels... He doesn't even say junior novels. It's a juvenile novel.
Yeah, they're shorter than a junior novel.
Kind of insulting, isn't it? He's juvenile.
Very well.
They are written well?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe the summary here is very short.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a 12-year-old Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yes.
Interesting. It's a little longer than that. But, yeah.
Let's see.
I've never had any interest in picking up the junior stuff yet.
If you're going to pick up one series, it should be Jedi Apprentice.
Okay.
You're going to get some of the best Obi-Wan Qui-Gon stuff out there.
All American Cornbread says, do you ever see the Animorpher where someone photoshopped Alex Jones during turning into a frog?
What?
No, I haven't seen that. Quality Autism, the worst thing about the Jedi Apprentice covers is the creepy young Obi.
Yeah, he has a weird face for the majority of them.
Looks like the thing with that Rogue Planet that I finished reading. I thought Anakin's face looked funny. It was like a completely different kid.
Well, they tried to make Jake Lloyd older.
Yeah,
they failed. In Jedi Quest for the first couple books. And then in Jedi Quest, instead of being 18 books, 10. 10 books. So Anakin, there's like a time jump in the middle, and then Anakin's close to Hayden Christensen's age, and how he's supposed to be in Attack of the Clones. Because the first 2 books happen, then Outbound Flight happens, and then the rest of the series sort of happens.
But before we judge that one,
sorry,
Adam. So you'd read that other one, that Jedi Apprentice book?
Yeah. Right, sorry. Yeah, I would. It looks really good. Now, that's supposed to be Obi-Wan in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of The Wizard of Oz for some reason.
Yeah, it's the flames. And
the floating heads.
Yeah. That reminds me of that, too.
But it looks cool how he's like holding that saber with the Force in the middle, you know. I guess I'd read it if it was the only thing I had sitting on my table.
I bought it because of the cover. That's why I wanted to show this. It was also probably 2005.
I was going to say, you were mentioning all of your action figures like we're all bulked up. Well, I got a Star Wars comic here, and Vader looks extremely ripped.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez. I remember. That's an awesome arc.
I mean, there we go.
Wow. What issue number is that?
It is... I don't know.
In the teens, early 20s.
I'm gonna say 21, or I could be wrong.
I've reviewed it. I know that.
Here's the thing: those old comics. Why didn't they put the issue number on them?
It says March 21st is when it came out. So unless it's
No, it's March, and that's the issue.
Oh, 21. Okay.
Oh,
That's
okay. Well, I'm an idiot.
No.
I am too. I mean, so I didn't know. No, but this is I think it's an original print. So
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It is.
Yeah, you are getting your dirty hands all over that thing.
The Marvel comic group.
I'm sorry.
Does it say Marvel comic group on the top?
It does.
Do you know anything about Adam? Did you say?
It's part of the Wheel storyline, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, what were you asking? I'm sorry.
It was if you have read it or not.
I have not read it yet. No,
Okay.
I just collect them right now. So
Okay. Yeah, I think it looks awesome.
Some of them are really
I'd read it.
expensive, Adam. You're forewarned, especially the later issues, because they didn't print that many of them.
I want to get some boards to put in those things.
yeah, I was gonna go to
Get a Mylar bag.
Vintage Stock to get them, but it was like the day they were closing for quarantine for like the next month or so.
Yeah.
Or however long this happens. But
Yeah,
I need to get those. They're pretty cheap to get, so I just need to get those and some tape and
Jedi Search.
Yeah, a long time ago, I have read all of Jedi Academy.
Yeah. Book 1 of Jedi Academy.
Yeah, this is the better cover, and my opinion, I actually have a paperback of book 2 here if you want reference.
Yeah, I've got the whole trilogy. I was just wanted to talk about this one because I thought this cover was horrible.
Yeah, that's the thing with Jedi Academy's covers, except for the comic series Leviathan. That had a cool cover.
Yeah, I mean, we got on this one. The cover artist is John Alvin, book written by Kevin J. Anderson. Yeah, paperback March 1994 is when it came out.
I can actually, there's a slightly different cover for the 3-in-1 hardcover. I can hold up real fast.
Yeah. If you can get that, that'd be awesome.
I've been wanting to read this, but the only place I found it was on Audible, but it's abridged, so it's like only 2 hours long. I'm like,
oh yeah.
I think on Overdrive they have the full ebook, so I might just get that.
Yeah, I wouldn't waste my time on.
They combined the 3 covers together.
That one's better.
Yeah, that looks better.
Sure.
Okay, so is Luke's lightsaber like white or blue or?
It's green.
Oh, it is. Okay.
A bluish green on here.
Yeah.
I've noticed some covers do that. They change the color of the lightsabers, like in.
Oh, you want to get really irritated in the Thrawn trilogy comic adaptation of Heir of the Empire? All the lightsabers are blue, and then in the adaptation of Dark Force Rising, they're all green. And it wasn't until Last Command that they got the lightsaber colors right.
It's crazy. So this is a Dala, right? Wasn't that her name?
Yeah, that's Admiral Dala.
Admiral Dala. Didn't she have a thing with who is it? Thrawn? Or am I mistaking? Who was it? Wasn't there some dude who was hitting on her a lot?
I can't remember. Yeah, there is someone.
Tarkin wasn't Tarkin her lover at one point? Or am I making that up?
I don't remember. I just remember there's a scene where, because the thing with Dala and her whole arc, even because she becomes a big villain in Fate of the Jedi later on, like she's just constantly involved in the timeline after this.
Someone said, "Oh, go ahead." I'm sorry, Jeremy.
She's like the number 1 villain you root for because she tries. She's not perfect in any sort of way. And when she's fooled, it's upsetting to a degree. That's how good of a character she is. But there's this scene in one of the books where someone bests her, and she this is kind of spoilers, but if you care to hear, because it's like one of my favorite. She hands a gas mask to another officer and then gasses a whole conference room with Imperials so she can get her way. Like, it's so awesome. and I can't remember what book it's in.
Yeah. I don't remember either.
Apparently, she did have an affair with
Painting of it in the Reader's Companion.
88Q said it was Tarkin that she had a romance with.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that some weird stuff was going on. And I think Luke looks goofy. The way his hood sits on his head. Doesn't it? I guess I'm not showing you guys anymore, am I?
No.
He did.
How goofy that is.
It looks like it's like standing up.
I don't get why, and this is a thing in some of the post-Jedi video games, why Luke is constantly wearing black.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, he's Vader's son.
Well, the thing was, he wore black in Return of the Jedi with symbolism for mourning. He was mourning the fact that he was the son of Darth Vader.
Mourning the loss of his hand.
It's like in Hamlet. Hamlet's wearing black, typically, because he's mourning the death of his father. He's wearing black at his uncle's and mother's wedding, which is like very taboo to do.
I was gonna say his robe, the hood of his robe is practicing social distancing.
Yeah,
it looks like Out Guinness's robe in the original Star Wars when he's having the duel with Vader, because it keeps like getting bumped around. It's like barely on his head.
Yeah, Han and Leia look all right. I mean, the art with Dahl up there in the corner, the Falcon look all right. It's just I think Luke really throws the balance off with all of it.
Yeah, Luke looks like that Wampa never touched him. That's for sure. You're right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his face is so clean and clear.
Did they all? The only one who looks really good is Han on that cover. Like,
yeah, it looks like him.
Not that good.
Yeah.
It's just mostly covered in darkness.
Yeah.
But no, the thing I like about the Jedi Academy trilogy is when the main characters aren't in it and it's Luke's students.
Yeah.
Although there's some retconning in Jedi Academy that I don't appreciate by a book called I, Jedi, which is Michael Stackpole putting Corran Horn in there.
Mm-hmm.
Which Corran Horn is everyone's favorite character, but I, Jedi is just a badly written book.
Yeah, it's one of the
like Heir to the Jedi, but competently. It's first person. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is it's like one of the only first person expanded universe books, right?
That wasn't a journal. Yeah.
Okay.
One of those stupid scholastic journals.
Okay. Now I can't remember if there was a new canon book that's written in first person. Is there?
Yeah, Heir of the Jedi.
Heir of the Jedi.
Yeah.
That's right. That was.
I said it was Heir of the Jedi, but written by someone right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Gosh. 80. Okay, we have some other people here. All American Cornbread says that Akbar is on the spine.
Yes, he is. He's on the spine of Dark Apprentice, the second one.
Yeah, quality autism. Luke looks way too pretty. The gassing is in Darksaber, which you mentioned.
Yeah, okay. Darksaber is awesome.
See, I can't remember that book at all, and I read it.
Scene where they're stuck on a Hoth, and it's like a horror book.
I'm gonna have to definitely. I have to revisit it because I don't remember a single thing about it.
Also, it's the first time a movie character was killed in an EU novel.
I don't remember. I honestly, I
do
not remember.
Didn't that happen with Chewbacca though? And
later,
that was a Del Rey novel.
Oh, okay.
Novel, and the fans freaked out, and it was a someone in Return of the Jedi who has like literally 2 sentences of dialogue.
I think I know.
Yeah,
I thought they were saved.
No, they don't make it in time. That's the whole thing.
Okay, I'm gonna have to revisit that. Obviously, I will.
It's upsetting from a character who has barely any lines in the movie.
Like, oh, here's their time to shine.
Well, Darksaber's the highlight of the Dynasty trilogy.
Okay.
Because it wasn't written by Barbara Hambly.
Yeah.
Like Kevin J. Anderson. But man, Quality Autism does not like the Jedi Academy books.
Jedi needed to retcon Anderson's stupidity for his trilogy.
I honestly like Jedi Academy more than the Thrawn trilogy, if I can be completely honest here. Not to say the Thrawn trilogy is bad, but I like Jedi Academy more because to me it did more for the EU.
Yeah, I'm going to say it. The Thrawn trilogy is overrated.
I
know it's just it's the popularity because it brought the continuation of what everybody loved.
Mm-hmm. And it was part of the beginning of the hype train for Phantom Menace.
Yeah. So would you guys pick up and read Jedi Search Book 1 of the Jedi Academy trilogy?
Yeah, that's fine.
Even if you pretend the title wasn't on it and you just saw the picture.
Yeah,
go ahead.
That's fine.
I'd get it. Yeah, still, I'd probably get the hardcover for it, but I'd still get it.
Yeah. Try to get the 3-in-1.
I don't know that I would have. It's got a weird the way that things like all corner pieces that are like heavy with things. I don't know.
Well, that's just the Legends reprint of it, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, no, because the Bantam ones had that too, but I think they were in
gold, silver, and blue.
The 3-in-1 hardcover.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
All right.
So Rob D says, "Hey Matthew, did you see the hardcover art to Red Harvest? It's a lot cooler than the paperback cover." Yes, I have seen it. That's the one with the guy's like red bloody face, right? The paperback is the one with the hand sticking out of the snow.
Yeah, Red Harvest, and the hardcover has the Sith that's a zombie.
Right, that kind of blood drizzling out of his mouth.
I actually bought that book on Audible, and then I started doing these streams, and Jeremy was talking how bad it was. I'm just like, well,
yeah,
read that.
Review.
You might like it though. That's the thing you got to remember. You might like it. I think I'm not a fan of it, but I remember saying in my review there is some weird stuff that happens in that book.
The audiobook is really bad.
Oh.
You are forewarned. The guy who does it, and this is probably why I hate it as much as I do. It is one of the worst audiobook experiences I've ever had. He'll be talking like this and this, and they go, "Oh!" and it's like for no reason, and he starts talking like this, and then same thing, he just goes back down like, "Oh."
There's the covers.
Oh yeah, that was the one.
The paperback has a better cover. It's the same thing with Choices of One, except for Mara's bobblehead and the Square Stormtrooper.
I was gonna say that's kind of disappointing because the audiobook of Death Troopers is great.
And the Foley effects and everything else except for the narrator.
Well, I love that they used the music. That's at one part of the book, I can't remember, but it's that scene from Revenge of the Sith where Palpatine is like in Anakin's head, and it's that the chilling vocals, and then like it talks about them going down this long dark hallway or something like that. I'm just like, ooh. I was like, zombies are gonna come out.
Yeah, I think that they have the druid in it, like a druid Jedi, or
in what?
The crap. What we were just talking about.
In Red Harvest.
Red Harvest.
She's a failed apprentice. She's in the Agri Corps.
Yes. Yeah, they're looking for the Black Orchid.
Yeah.
Some weird stuff. There's some weird stuff in that book.
It's just like the most like the White Stripes song, Blue Orchid.
It's got a weird fantasy element to it.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll still check it out. Then I'll probably just rent it from Overdrive or something.
Well, the thing is, it is the only one of two novels that you see force alchemy in. The other one being Dawn of the Jedi Into the Void. You get to see some really weird alchemy in Dawn of the Jedi Into the Void, but specifically you get to see Sith alchemy in a novel, and it's the only one that has that.
Oh, wow.
They use some in the comics, The Tales of the Jedi. You also see things like that. It was kind of a nod to that.
I have another cover here. I was going to show you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got another 17. Don't worry. That was one of the first single issues I picked up of the original comic.
Look at Chewbacca. Like, he is...
Oh, I know. They are... The art for the early issues of that run and like not just the covers, but the interiors is god-awful. Just trash.
What issue is that?
I think it is issue 14.
Have you seen the when they did the adaptation of A New Hope for the first 5 issues, Adam, and he looks like Sasquatch?
I did not know.
He doesn't have hair on his face.
What?
Yeah, these parts of it, like when I have a beard, it's like that. It looks weird. They didn't know what he was going to look like, so they had to...
You mean from those messing with Sasquatch commercials?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like Sasquatch. It looks so bad.
I kind of want to find that. I gotta look that up later.
I would not get that based on the cover. I'm just saying. Right.
This one?
It is hideous. Even for the time, it's hideous.
Well, this is also one of those where you talked about all the lightsabers are the same color. Like, all these are red lightsabers.
Oh, yeah, for a long... Well, in the interiors, they switched to blue at that point. But on the covers, I think they drew all these covers out ahead of time. And, yeah. Well, in the original Star Wars trailer, they didn't... Darth Vader's lightsaber wasn't red and Obi-Wan's wasn't blue. They were white because they hadn't done the effect yet. Also, none of the Stormtrooper blasts are animated in yet.
I know in a Jedi or Return of the Jedi graphic novelization, like when Vader picks up Luke's green one, it turns red. I guess to show that...
No, it turns green.
Well, in the graphic novel, I thought it turned red.
No, I don't think so. So there's different versions. I should rephrase this. I have read different versions of the original trilogy comic adaptations. There was a version that was released when they did the 2007 DVDs, the deluxe edition. They recolored those. For instance, they changed Yoda's coloring, and they may have changed the lightsaber green. They just darkened the colors. They muddied it up. They made him look more gray.
Okay, now that you mention that, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I saw those at the bookstore one time.
Yeah, I used to own those. And that's why I bought the hardcover, those giant Marvel omnibuses. Matthew remembers them, where you have to prop them up with 4 books in order to not break the spine. It kill a rodent if you dropped it on it. I mean, it's not as bad. I had the hardcover. It was called Big Damn Sin City, and that was 12 pounds. Not even kidding. I put it on the tail.
Did you do a video with that?
I showed it in a haul.
Okay,
I showed it in a couple videos because it was so baffling, and I got it for a screaming deal. It's like $120 omnibus. I paid $50 for it.
I think I remember that video.
Dude. And I read that in 1 week.
That's insane.
Then saw an awful second movie.
Man, I wish I was just thinking, I wish Barnes and Noble or like they would just come up with those big collectible editions, like how they do like the Han Solo trilogy or something like that. That would be so awesome. Just like have like a library of all the Legends ones. You know,
what'd be really awesome is if they at least did it with the ones that are paperback only. Like do a trilogy of like Cross Current or Riptide or the X-Wing books.
Mm-hmm. Like maybe like the Old Republic could be like a 2-part, like 2 collectible editions. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, I mean, you know what? They need to do a Knight Errant. Knight Errant needs to be thrown in there too. That was never released in hardcover. It's another one. Or like finish out the Republic Commando ones. Like do the 3 Republic Commando and then do the 2 Imperial.
Oh yeah. I get you.
Yeah, there's several of them that would be like awesome to do that with, or do like the dark. Nah, I don't. Can I just go on a little rant here? I hate that they call Labyrinth of Evil, Revenge of the Sith, and Dark Lord: The Rise of Darth Vader the Dark Lord trilogy. That was stupid marketing. It was an oversized 3-in-1 paperback.
I saw it.
I hate that that is stuck and people call it that because they are 3 separate books. And Labyrinth of Evil is a nice prequel to Revenge of the Sith, but Dark Lord: The Rise of Darth Vader, no. Kenobi happens before it. It doesn't work for me. There isn't enough Anakin stuff in Labyrinth of Evil. There are some, but there isn't enough to me to warrant that that's a fault of the dark side moment in there. I don't know.
I've been looking forward to that Labyrinth of Evil for some reason.
I'm looking forward to.
I reviewed it.
I'm looking forward to Dark Rise of Darth Vader. I bought that recently, but it's on an ebook. So.
You're forewarned. It's like 100 pages before Vader even shows up.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Dylan was really irritated when he was reading it.
It was like the Revenge of the Sith. It's like, oh yeah, Vader's in it. In the last
this is Anakin forever. I'm sorry, that's so dumb that Matthew Stover thought it was necessary to say, this is so-and-so, how so-and-so is now. It's so pretentious. There's so many pretentious things in Revenge of the Sith, the novel. I don't get why people think it's the greatest movie novelization ever.
That's what I keep hearing too. I was going to read something over here in the comments real quick. Quality Autism says, it's okay if you like Jedi Academy more, but the Thrawn trilogy is objectively better. And he also said Red Harvest is called Darth Scrabos, whatever you want to say. Scabros here. They're in Germany. And he likes the original title way more. 8080Q, Jedi Search is slow going at first, but the rest of the trilogy is very good. And have you guys ever seen the Dark Empire 1 3rd edition trade paperback cover? Thought it was very cool when I first saw it.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know.
I like all the Dark Empire covers.
They do look all
the trench coat.
You get there's one with Leia holding the saber.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
I wanted to get the hardcover edition at that, but the only one that they had on Amazon was the paperback ones. And
well, the hardcover. Let me just say, the hardcover is about $200.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it.
It's only been printed twice. I found a first print of it at a comic book store in town, and I paid cover price for it. And that,
because we have
because this was in a time where no one really cared about the EU, like that old stuff. And I almost picked up. They had a Thrawn trilogy hardcover comic trilogy. I almost picked that up, but I had that in paperback, and I didn't. Someone else bought it the same day on Free Comic Book Day.
Ooh.
We got another guest. It's Matt Wilkins. Hey, Matt.
Ugh.
How's it going, Matt?
Coming out of a trailer park?
I was about to say, it looks like he just came surfing.
Yeah, he's from Surf Ninjas 2.
Yeah.
Surf Ninjas 2, baby.
He and Rob Snyder playing.
I'm channeling my inner Ryan Kennel.
Oh, there you go. You came just in time. I picked all 18 Jedi Apprentice books to judge.
Go for it.
Well, the first one we've already done, judging it by its cover. Matt,
I actually like that cover. I don't know what y'all
I
said
do
about
too. That's what we came to general consensus that
it.
we
Really like that cover.
Wizard of Oz cover.
It's literally why I bought the book as a kid.
Okay.
But yeah, are we ready for book 2?
Bring it.
Go ahead. Unless Matt, you have something that you wanted to talk about.
Highlander.
Oh, dude, I am mid-season 2, Matt.
There we go.
Season 2.
Oh, that's great.
That's
the Dark Rival.
I like that one too.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice cover.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's
dig
the
it.
first appearance of Xanatos, correct?
Yes.
That
I love it.
he kind of looks like. I was about to say he kind of looks like Kylo Ren in the background there, or something like that.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Xanatos is Qui-Gon's failed apprentice.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah. In fact, Jedi the Dark
Not to be confused with the box office smash hit Xanadu.
Also by Cliff Nelson, cover artist. Also came out in June 1999, right alongside the first book.
I prefer, yeah, and this is when Jew Watson takes over. I prefer this cover over the first one because Qui-Gon fighting Satan on the cover.
I agree. I liked it better than the first one.
I thought he was scary. At first, I thought, oh my gosh, Qui-Gon's fighting Darth Sidious when I first saw this when it came out. I'm like, oh no, that's too young to be Darth Sidious.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. I'd buy that book.
I would too.
K.W. Jeter, the only thing I can think of that K.W. Jeter also wrote was the sequel to the Blade Runner movie called Blade Runner 2: The Edge of Tomorrow. That's a thing that K.W. Jeter wrote before. Is K.W. Jeter a man or a woman? Man.
I think it's a man. I thought it was.
I'm looking it up.
But yeah, the author of this trilogy.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up the first cover.
The first cover.
The first cover, and they put it on the cover of the Bounty Hunter Wars trilogy hardcover.
Yeah,
I'll just grab that because it's a better cover to look at than that.
Well,
It's a
this
man.
I just wanted to judge this one because this all takes place after the events of Return
Return of the Jedi, and also before.
And that's what I found interesting about having Palpatine on the cover there. I mean, I have not read this trilogy. I haven't even read book one.
There's book one.
But the cover artist is Stephen Yule. I'm trying to bring it up, Jeremy, if you want to put that back up there.
Yeah, he's a man, Jeremy.
Okay, cool.
See, that's a
The
cool.
man's man.
See,
We don't know that.
See, yeah, I should have brought up more than. Should have had all of these.
Quality Autism says, well, his name is Kevin W. Jeter. I guess he's a man.
You don't know that, not these days.
What's the deal with Palpatine on the cover?
Well, Matt, you've read the most boring Boba Fett trilogy ever written.
Is it not?
Well, remember, this also takes place. It's kind of like a prequel, sequel. He's got some Sarlacc pit. It takes place. Jedi. Return of the Jedi is when it kind of takes place. Him getting out of the Sarlacc pit and stuff, recovering. It's got some in the past. What's going on in the past? What's going on in the future? Him doing a job for Vader and everything. So I mean, it takes place a little bit in the past, which is why Palpatine would be in it. He's kind of he's not a big character in it, but
All right. So if this was a new, it's like they're not transporting. I didn't know if it would tie in.
No, they're telling a story in the past, but there's also something going on right now.
Okay, and it has no ties to.
That has ramifications to it. Yeah, the stories tie together, but
I'm saying like Dark Empire. There's no relation there.
No.
Okay.
no.
Just judging the book, you'd be like, oh, are they like transporting his clones or whatever to?
Yeah, Bounty Hunter Wars is fine. I agree with quality. It's fine. It just gets forgotten about. It was fine. I think people were expecting like a lot of cool stuff because Boba Fett on the loose, and it was okay. It should be something we should always be talking about, but I guess it's not bad.
I don't think it's that good. It's one of those series where I just put it down over and over again and forget about it and like can't finish one of them.
I'm honestly not a fan of the Bounty Hunters either for some reason.
Me neither.
Well, I'm a fan of the Bounty Hunters. I just don't like the Bounty Hunter Wars trilogy.
This is what I always found funny about the Star Wars story. It is like there's a handful of professions. There's you got your soldiers, you've got bounty hunters,
Smugglers, yeah.
smugglers. Like, well, okay, that's it.
And politicians.
Yeah, you're a politician. Which one are you going to be?
Or if you were in Star Wars Galaxies, you had to be an entertainer because everyone else took the fun professions, and they had a certain amount on a server at a time.
Call the Autism says, Jeremy, what kind of entertainer? Child friendly?
Like a dancer.
Like the
Or
dance.
like a dancer.
We had the magician, remember?
In Galaxies?
Han Solo trilogy. She didn't she trick the Empire into thinking there was a fleet?
Actually, does anyone know any magic tricks? I got one.
You could disappear.
No, hold on. It's a pretty neat trick. Hold on.
Quick, cut him.
Now, you said you had read this one recently.
Yep, that's one of them.
What did you think?
It was all right. I'm just not really into Dr. Afra. She's just
Me neither.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that was like the first comic I've read read about her, and honestly, when I was checking these out on my library app, I was wanting the other Darth Vader comic, but these are all they had.
Mhm.
So I just read the first one and the second one, and it was just, I don't know. I just don't really buy Darth Vader, having too many allies.
Right.
Yeah, that was sort of the crux of that whole series right there.
Yeah. See, and you can see it right here. Like, you see her face, how
Mhm.
different it is in every other frame.
It stayed consistent in that series. That wasn't until she got her own series where she changed nationality on a
Jesus.
regular basis.
Even in the
Just-
art here, you see like the cartooniness, and then like I don't know.
It's Jedi Apprentice Book 3, The Hidden Past.
Jedi Apprentice, book number 3. What did you say the title was?
The Hidden Past.
The Hidden Past.
I like this one with the ghosty Qui-Gon.
Uh,
And young Obi-Wan looks like Star Killer in it.
yeah, I can see that.
A little bit, yeah.
Who's the author of that one?
Jude Watson. Jude Watson's the author of all but the first one. We got another 16 of these to go. 15 of these, I should say. Do
Wait,
your math better.
let me see that cover. Wait, yeah, okay, yeah. Never mind. I got it.
I like it.
And it looks like the same author did every single cover as well. That Cliff Nelson.
Yeah.
So that was published in 1999.
Yeah.
I'm already seeing the next couple covers in this book that I've got, and the next cover looks atrocious.
Yeah, I was about to get the first bad cover of the series.
That is bad.
Yeah, the Mark of the Crown. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Why does he look like. Why is he in black robes? Why does he look kind of like Jesus?
That's what I was
Why is there a bad part of a crown?
This is what I was gonna say. It looks like some really tacky Jesus photo, or art.
This is the Defenders of the Dead.
Mm.
That one's kind of
By the way, I would never.
very late 90s, early 2000s looking.
I would not touch that Jedi Apprentice
This one?
Mark of the Crown. The Mark of the Crown just looked bad, but that one's better.
Yeah.
Defenders of the Dead.
Now we move on to book 6, The Uncertain Path.
That's horrible.
Mm.
That's really bad.
Adam?
But yeah,
I heard the grunts of like.
yeah, get out of here.
Next, we're on book 7, which is The Captive Temple.
That's also bad. You got floating Yoda head.
Oh my gosh, that's creepy.
Menace Muppet.
Yeah, the puppet Yoda.
Also,
I-
why is Qui-Gon always wearing robes and Obi-Wan's wearing his like tunic?
Yeah.
Qui-Gon's like, I don't want to take it off. I'm lazy.
And Obi-Wan's like, I'm so cold, Master.
Cold.
It's just like it's part of your Jedi training.
Yeah, Kenobi. He's wearing Kenobi's too under his. It's like, Kenobi, can I borrow your robe, please?
Next, we got book 8, The Day of Reckoning, which that's Xanatos up on the screen, I do believe. I like this one better than the previous 3.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the Captive Temple and the Uncertain Path. Which, did you notice on the Uncertain Path it had that spaceship that they used to land on?
The Trade Federation ship, yeah, that's a Republic craft, yeah. Moving on to book 9, we got The Fight for Truth.
That's not bad.
I got to show you this artwork on something that has to do, I guess, with book 8, The Day of Reckoning.
Yeah.
Or maybe not at all, but this right here, is it showing?
Here, it was just
There we go. Look how crappy Obi-Wan Kenobi looks.
the rest of the art's fine. Yeah, I've seen that one before. Qui-Gon looks bad too.
I'm trying to get this straight. Look,
He looks like, you remember that painting in that Spanish cathedral or whatever where that senile woman painted over Jesus?
and she tried to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what like Qui-Gon looks like there.
Yeah. But like Kenobi looks older than Qui-Gon.
It looks like it's caved in.
Yeah.
Hey, can you wrap me in your robes?
Can I have you want my robe, Master Jedi?
Oh, next we have we're at book 10, which is The Shattered Piece.
That's not too bad.
Obi-Wan looks possessed by a
Nothing
Darian demon, but
special.
And again, no robe.
I'm not thrilled
no
with
robe.
any of these.
I can guarantee there's no robe in this series for Obi-Wan. Next we got The Deadly Hunter, which is book 11.
That's better than the previous.
Oh, you're about to see the worst cover of the series right now.
I'm looking at it right now.
Which is
got it open in the
book 12, The Evil Experiment, or as my coworker Chad said, the Qui-Gon bondage. It's like, Jerry, you buying some Qui-Gon bondage?
Qui-Gonage.
Can you zoom in here? I want you to look at Qui-Gon's face.
50 Shades of Jin.
Good one, Adam.
Look at that. Look at that face, though. Look at that face. I can't get enough of it.
Give me a rope, Anakin.
Rope again?
Kenobi, not Anakin.
You know what happened is Obi-Wan took the robe. That's what happened.
Took his robe back.
Qui-Gon's like, greed could be a powerful ally.
Yeah.
And then book 13, The Dangerous Rescue, where Obi-Wan looks like Goyle from Crab and Goyle, the Harry Potter characters. That's a better cover, though.
Who is that in the front there?
Addie Gallia? Addie Gallia. Now we move on to book 14, The Ties That Bind. Look, once again, Obi-Wan.
No robe.
That's just a screenshot from the Phantom Menace that they just drew those characters on top of.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when Rise of Skywalker, when they just took a picture of a toy Palpatine and used it on the poster.
Book 15, The Death of Hope.
Oh, wait, hold on. Qui-Gon waves his hand. You want to make the handcuffs tighter?
But look at that. They're fighting a Dementor.
Yeah, that's
a ring wraith or something. Or Satan. I'm not sure.
It's like, are you the ghost of the Christmas yet to come?
Yeah.
No, wait. Better yet. It's like, are you the ghost of the holiday special yet to come?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This is me when I have to poop really bad. This is The Cult of Vengeance, book 16. Look at that.
Is that what you call it? The Cult of Vengeance?
Dude,
I can just see you now on the toilet just doing this.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Jeremy? Making my Cult of Vengeance.
Erupting like Mount St. Helens in here. But yeah, actually, I don't mind that cover. I think it's pretty decent. We're almost there. This is book 17, The Only Witness.
It was not too bad, but it looks more like a sci-fi, like Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
Novelization or something.
All right, and then lastly, now I should say there are two special edition covers. I did like two special edition books that sort of they're the stepping stone between Jedi Apprentice and Jedi Quest. I didn't grab those because they're very different looking covers than these. But here's book 18, The Threat Within. They're fighting over the robes.
Yeah, it seems like, dude, weird. Some sort of training going on.
Something like that. This is a weird, in this book, there's a reference to the Marvel comic strips. Not the comic books, the comic strips.
Mm-hmm.
The planet they're on is from that. But yeah, that's all 18 Jedi Apprentice books.
Wow. Very few that I enjoyed looking at the cover art.
They start off really strong.